Expect fireworks. It's only but obvious. The Parliament session re-begins or reconvenes today at 11 a.m. We'll know what exactly is going to happen on the floor of the House. The second half of the budget session of Parliament, which begins today, is all set to be a stormy affair, with opposition parties closing ranks over the imposition of President's rule in Uttarakhand. The Congress has already served a notice for bringing a censure and adjournment motion against the government on the Uttarakhand matter. While parties' political managers are in touch with the leaders of other political parties to rally them to their side, the Congress has issued a whip to all its MPs to be present in Parliament for the duration of the week. Beside the Uttarakhand crisis, the Congress is also likely to target the government over Vijay Mallya fleeing the country, Pathankot terror attack, Ishrat Jahan case, drought management and alleged communalization of educational institutes. Besides, rising attacks on Dalits will also be used by the party to counter the government. The government on its part has laid out an ambitious legislative agenda for the second half of the budget session, but is set to counter the opposition aggressively. The Modi government will challenge the opposition on all issues. The BJP's Uttarakhand counter surrounds around the Supreme Court's relief on the President's rule and use of the sting CD against Rawat to prove its point. The government will also raise the fresh revelations in the Ishrat Jahan case to counter the Congress. And joining us this morning is the Congress's leader of opposition. We've got Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge joining us at this moment. Mr. Kharge, thanks very much for speaking to India Today early this morning. It's an important session. What is the Congress party's strategy going to be?
We are also going to give adjournment motion tomorrow, because before 9 o'clock we have to give, and we are going to give that notice. Notice is already prepared, and this repeated malicious attempt to destabilize state governments, particularly in Uttarakhand, Arunachal, everywhere they are doing it, and they want to throw the elected governments in the states, and particularly they want to destabilize the Congress party governments. It is very unfortunate, and we are going to take this issue in Parliament. And secondly, we have got other issues, 4 or 5 issues which are very important, whether it is drought, whether it is scams in Punjab, Gujarat,
Mr. Kharge,
elsewhere. That also will take. All these things will come on priority basis, and our
Mr.
party,
Kharge,
central parliamentary party
from the way you are speaking,
which issue should be taken first. But today we have decided that Uttarakhand issue should be taken on priority
I'm
basis.
sensing, Mr. Kharge, that the Congress party's veiled strategy here is to protest and disruption. You are saying it in very nice words, but that is what it is. At the bottom line is really this, the deduction that people should take. Let's get in the BJP's perspective early this morning. We've got Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi of the BJP joining us too. Mr. Naqvi, good morning. It's very clear that as far as the Congress is concerned, disruptions are going to come your way. What is the BJP's flow strategy?
कि जो भी मुद्दा विपक्ष उठाएगा, कांग्रेस पार्टी उठाएगी, हम हर मुद्दे पर उनको जो जवाब है वो भी देने के लिए तैयार हैं, और हर मुद्दे के हम पक्ष में हैं. अगर कोई भी मुद्दा, देखिए, जो लेजिस्लेटिव बिजनेस है वो भी होना चाहिए, जो पॉलिटिकल डिबेट डिस्कशन है वो भी होने चाहिए, जो देश के सरोकार से जुड़े हुए कोई ज्वलंत मुद्दे हैं, कोई करंट इश्यूज़ हैं, उस पर भी डिबेट और डिस्कशन होना चाहिए. हमने कभी डिबेट और डिस्कशन से, हमारी सरकार पहला ऐसा सत्र होगा अगर 1-2 सालों में देखें कि हम कभी डिबेट और डिस्कशन से नहीं भागे. अनफॉर्चुनेटली हम तैयार थे कि आप डिबेट करिए, आप डिस्कशन करिए. विपक्ष जो है वो भागता रहा, नहीं जी हम डिबेट नहीं करेंगे, हम डिस्कशन नहीं करेंगे, ये उल्टा होता था. आज जो है वो हम चाहेंगे कि जो भी लेजिस्लेटिव बिजनेस हैं, जो भी और काम है वो सब हों, और कंस्ट्रक्टिव हो.
Mr. Naqvi, I think the bottom line over here,
उसको डोमिनेट ना करें.
Mr. Naqvi, I think the bottom line over here is that the government wants to push its reforms agenda, and it wants the cooperation of the Congress party. You will need the Congress to come around, particularly in the upper house. Let's get in the Congress's perspective. Now, Mr. Kharge, in the past we have seen that the Congress has been all over the place as far as its position on the GST is concerned. Are you going to support GST this time around or not?
No, GST, they themselves don't want to get it passed. They are not ready to pass it. And they are under the control of RSS, and RSS has advised them not to get it passed. So there is no question. Simply they are blaming opposition parties. Opposition party has already said that we are ready to pass the GST bill because that bill is prepared by us and we tried our best at that time. These people were opposed. And today, when we are ready to cooperate with minor amendments, but these people they are not ready. So therefore the responsibility is theirs. As long as they don't accept our 3 points, which we were
You know, you are alleging that the BJP itself wants to sabotage its GST because it does not... Mr. Kharge, you are basically alleging this morning that the BJP itself does not want to pass the GST because it's not on the same page with RSS as far as the GST is concerned. Let me take that one across to Mr. Naqvi and frame it in a different way. Mr. Naqvi, as far as the Congress is concerned, do you think that you will be able to work out your floor strategy in such a way that the Congress will come around as far as GST is concerned?
देखिए, हम मानते हैं कि एक मैं इसमें शायद कि इतनी सी बात है जो कांग्रेस को खल गई, कश्ती भंवर से देश की कैसे निकल गई। तो जो देश की कश्ती को जिस भंवर में कांग्रेस पार्टी पिछले 10 सालों में डाल आई थी, उसको नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने आकर के कैसे भंवर से निकाल दिया, कैसे देश की अर्थव्यवस्था मजबूत हो गई, कैसे देश तरक्की के रास्ते पे आगे बढ़ रहा है, कैसे जो है वो पूरी दुनिया का विश्वास देश पर तेज़ी के साथ बढ़ा है। इसके लिए उस जीएसटी को आप रोक रहे हैं जिस जीएसटी को आप लाए थे, जो जीएसटी आपके समय तैयार किया गया था, उसमें आपने कहा कि हम उसमें चेंज चाहते हैं, आपने उसमें कहा कि हम उसमें परिवर्तन चाहते हैं। हमने कहा ठीक है, आप क्या करना है। उन्होंने कहा कि जी आप सेलेक्ट कमेटी को भेज दीजिए। हमने सेलेक्ट कमेटी को भेज दिया। सेलेक्ट कमेटी ने अपनी सेलेक्ट कमेटी में, जिसमें कि कांग्रेस पार्टी के सभी वरिष्ठ नेता मेंबर थे, उन्होंने एक यूनानिमस रिपोर्ट दे दी, पार्लियामेंट के अंदर है, राज्यसभा में। उस यूनानिमस रिपोर्ट के बाद कहते हैं जी अब वो भी ठीक नहीं है, अब क्या करें साहब। उसके बाद प्रधानमंत्री जी ने सोनिया गांधी जी से, मनमोहन सिंह जी से और भी कांग्रेस की जो लीडरशिप है उसके साथ बैठ करके बात करी, डिस्कस किया, डिबेट किया कि भाई ऐसा है कि आपको अगर चाहिए इसमें क्या परिवर्तन। अब दिक्कत ये कि वो चाहते हैं कोई परिवर्तन, कहते हैं at this moment वो खुद जानते होंगे। तो वो परिवर्तन अगर चाहते हैं तो आप हाउस के अंदर जो है वो उसका अमेंडमेंट लाएंगे ना।
Now this is the same conversation over and over and over again before the beginning of every session, parliament session. We hear the same type of discourse from the opposition and the treasury benches. Let me take that question now across to Mr. Kharge. Mr. Kharge, the BJP fears that you won't let the house function. They are urging that you let the house function. My important question and the most basic question at this moment, you forget about GST and other things because that's secondary. Will you let the house function?
No. There is no question of properly functioning or not. See, it is the responsibility of the NDA government or BJP government that they should run the parliament smoothly, taking all the opposition party leaders into confidence, and whatever issue we raise, they should prepare to discuss those things. And I also request the speaker, she should also give an opportunity to discuss some of the issues which are very, very important. Those issues should not be struck down, that those issues are irrelevant, no notice is given, it is not necessary, because the speaker has got ample power to give an opportunity, and I hope that the speaker will give all those, she will look into all those matters, and we are going to raise all these issues in the House.
Fair enough. Mr. Naqvi, I'll give you the final word at this moment because your party is the ruling party. And don't you think that it then becomes incumbent on the ruling combined to make sure that the House functions? It is your responsibility. Don't you agree?
हाँ, है ना हमारी जिम्मेदारी। हम तो कभी नहीं मना कर रहे, इसीलिए तो हम जिम्मेदारी है, इसीलिए हम हाथ जोड़ करके कहते हैं भैया देश के प्रोग्रेस पर पॉलिटिकल पलीता लगाना बंद करिए। हमसे अगर कोई आपको शिकायत है तो हम आपसे हाथ जोड़ करके एक ही बात कहते हैं कि देश का विकास, देश के गरीबों का विकास, देश के नौजवानों का विकास, देश के कमज़ोर तबकों का विकास किसी भी राजनीतिक दल से बड़ा होता है। इसलिए हमें जो है अपने राजनीतिक जो प्रतिद्वंदिता है, जो राजनीतिक स्कोर करने की वो है, वो तो अलग हट करके इसको करना चाहिए। उसके अलावा भी तमाम मौके हैं, करते रहेंगे हम राजनीतिक स्कोर एक दूसरे के खिलाफ।
Mr. Kharge as well as Mr. Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi, thanks very much for joining us this morning and giving us perspective to the viewer on what they can expect. It's not that they didn't already know, but they can in fact expect political turbulence as the day progresses. Let's go across to Ashar Ahmed Khan, who joins us this morning from outside Vijay Chowk, outside Parliament. Good morning, Ashar. As far as the opposition is concerned, I believe that they've got a long list of things to take objection to. You've got the Kanhaiya Kumar issue, you've got the Uttarakhand crisis, just name a few.
Well, the most important thing which the opposition is going to do is to corner the central government on the issue of destabilizing state governments which are not of the Bharatiya Janata Party. In fact, we've seen that the Congress party is trying to build a consensus so as to corner the government on this issue, and they want a discussion on this. And what we've been given to understand in that all-party meeting with the Speaker, the Congress party and the other opposition parties raised this issue, where the Speaker said that perhaps it would be more advisable if we could list that matter a little later in the session, because the matter is still sub judice. So the Congress party upping the ante, while the government on the other hand saying that it's ready for discussion on each and every topic. The government, however, maintains that the government in Uttarakhand was in minority. That is why there was need to impose President's rule in the state.
Ashar Ahmed Khan, many thanks for joining us with all the latest.
Little Master Sachin Tendulkar has turned 43 today, and he celebrated his day by playing cricket with school children at the MIG Cricket Club. The children who are fighting cancer expressed their wish to play.